This is how I got blamed for something I didn't do. This is a Nissan Murano. We put a transmission in it about 6 months ago, and it's having a separate issue now that they think is being caused by a transmission. So the customer complaint is when she's driving down the road, out of nowhere she'll lose her throttle, and no matter how hard she presses the gas, the car will not throttle up or go anywhere. So she got it towed in immediately because, of course, it sounds like a transmission problem. And when we scanned it for codes, the first code we saw was the famous CVT judder code that Nissan produces. Now Nissan will tell you that code is like the red circle of death on an Xbox 360. It basically means the transmission is toast. So we started road testing the vehicle to see if we could find something wrong with the transmission. And the car drove great. Drove it several times. Never found an issue with it. So I come back to my code sheet here and I scroll down past the transmission and I start seeing all these battery voltage codes. I mean, almost every other module had a battery voltage code in it, which means it ran low on voltage at one point. So we let this thing sit in the parking lot and get nice and hot, because that's usually when alternators act up. And this thing started at about 14.5 volts, and as you can see, we're down to 13.5 now. And this thing has electronic power steering, and I noticed when I do this, the voltage starts dropping dramatically and rapidly. So what that means is this thing's probably getting nice and hot after she's driven it for a while. The voltage is going out and it's taking the throttle out because it's an electronic throttle and it needs voltage. Now the transmission judder code's probably happening because if the transmission loses voltage, it'll start slipping and it'll throw that judder code. So now I get to call the customer and give them good news. Her transmission is completely fine and there's nothing wrong with it. The bad news is she's still driving a Nissan and it needs an alternator. Stay dirty and subscribe.